I am now live. Good evening, everybody. I see we got Rebecca Touched by Yarn in here and myself. It isn't jumping up. Oh, 9 people. Where are they? Alrighty, so we might as well get Jan in here and get started. Since there's, I think because Matt Payne went on, maybe. Who knows?
Hey,
Hello.
what's up, Brian?
Simply Jan.
Brian, I don't see your face.
You don't?
No, I just see your room.
You just see my room. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't see your face at all.
Does anybody else not see my face?
A desk, a blue chair, a black chair, another.
I'm going to take myself out and then come.
Okay, I'll hold this fort down. Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
Did it work?
12 stones.
Am I here?
You're black.
I'm black.
Yeah, your screen's black.
Hey,
Lazy Days, Jess and Lisa. Hello, Linda.
Solo layout.
You see them? Maybe it's me. There you are.
Okay, I see myself, and then I see.
Yeah, I see you now. Narrowway, what's up, Ricky?
Does everybody see both of us?
I don't. I'm down in the basement.
Okay, I think it's right now. I see both of you. Very good. Narrowway Farm.
I don't see me up there.
You don't?
I see me down in the basement. It could be me. Okay. So I'll just look at the little picture if I have to.
Okay, we got 12 Stones Ranch in here, and Lazy Days Ahead, and Piggy's Piddles, Linda Peterson, Narrowway Farms, and he's going to be on 2 weeks from now. I got him coming in.
Ricky, how are your elderberries doing?
Heard that's in here.
Heard that.
Elaine is in here.
And I have a massive delay going on.
You do?
Yeah. You're like frozen on my screen. But y'all could be totally my internet. So.
See, you sound like you're right with me. Say something right now.
Right. Say something right now.
Okay.
But
well, you sound like you're right with me. And there's still a delay?
Yeah. Well, in the chat, there's a delay. I don't see any of the comments. I see Ricky said, I see both of you. That's the last comment. And then I see you up there, but you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
So it could very well be me. I'm not touching anything because if you can hear me and see me, cool.
What does everybody else think? Does it look, it says, who said that? Cora says it looks good. Sounds good.
Yeah, everyone's seeing you great. It's just me. Yeah.
I see you fine. So
okay, cool.
It's all your problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. God, well, let's see if we can pretend like we don't. Let's see if we can pretend like it doesn't happen. It's not happening.
Yeah. Okay. What you got for me?
For you? Well, I worked on this damaged house sill this morning and afternoon, right under the sliding glass windows. I'm going to have to tear that all out and put new in.
Oh, Lord.
So that's going to be fun, but at least I can get the windows out. I thought they were going to be jammed because the house had settled in that spot and it looked a little wonkus. So fortunately, I tried to move them and they slid in the gliders, so it's good.
Awesome. Cool beans. That's fantastic.
So what did you get to do today? I know you did potatoes the other day.
I did. I harvested our Kennebec potatoes, our garlic, a lot of our onions, 2 raised bedfuls. Raised.
No. Did I just bump something or did she go out? She said her internet was going to be crazy tonight. Be prepared, Byron. Oh, she opened a new window.
You there?
You opened a new window. Can I just get rid of the other one then?
No, don't touch anything. I just see me now. I don't see you again. But I'm buffering on mine.
Oh, corrected itself. How is that?
There you go. But I don't see you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'm y'all, if I lose my signal, we're gonna reschedule because like my internet goes so long and then it has to reboot. And I think tomorrow's my reboot day. But anyway, I can speed talk if you want, and I can tell you what I did. So I went out, I went out and harvested my potatoes, my garlic, and my onions. I have 2 more beds of onions to get. And I'm really bummed because on the side of our house, we had Kennebec potatoes planted as well. And I got nothing out of it. So I'm never going to grow. I've tried to grow corn over there. I've tried to grow all sorts of different stuff over there, and nothing grows on that side of the house. So we're just going to mow it. Yeah.
We got Barbara.
Hey,
Barbara
Troy.
Forge. Yeah, Byron Forge is in here.
Now I can see the chat.
That's good. So you've lived on that property for how long now?
2 years, going on a 3rd year.
Very
good.
2
years. Yeah. We have 16 3/4 acres here, which I always just say 17 because why quibble? And there is partial sun, Linda, but it gets wetter over there and it grows weeds fabulously. Hey, Paul, it really does love the weeds. So it gets enough sunlight to grow things, but it just, I don't know. Maybe the soil needed more amendments. I'm not sure. I just figured it would work, So, hey, Corn-Fed Life, how are you?
Yeah, I just saw them coming.
Yeah, I told Brian I'd help him with the chat. So,
yeah, I need all the help I can get.
I've got zucchini growing and acorn squash and summer squash and cantaloupe and watermelon, and I planted a bunch of tomato starts that I've had in my breezeway forever, it seems like. I put those in some pots and in the raised beds, and so we'll see how they all do. I've got all sorts of stuff planted. And this year, I really planted only what we were going to eat. She's in her room, Paul.
I was watching a video of yours, and your husband was pounding in a steak, one of those tea steaks with a hammer, a 16-ounce hammer. And he worked on that and worked on it, and then he stepped on it, and it practically fell into the ground. Was that recent? Because I watched some new stuff, and I watched some old stuff.
That's our potato, watermelon, squash, and cantaloupe garden. We laughed so hard when he did that.
My dad and I were watching that, and he's never going to get that in there with a 16-ounce hammer.
I know. He was so mad.
Then he goes and steps on the foot, whatever you call that spade at the bottom, and it just goes boink.
Yep. Back when mine said hello. I know it was hysterical. And we have a mallet, but he
I,
took it to work. And a lot of our tools end up being taken to Kevin's job because he's a glazier, and he'll take them to work, and then I never see him again. I'm like, no, get my dang hand and want it here, So,
now
oh,
that's a window glazier, right?
yeah, he does commercial windows. He does the big, huge, gigantic windows. Yeah, he
Do
used
you
to do residential and a little bit of commercial, but now he just does commercial glass.
now is
He,
that modern? Is that modern windows, or are these windows that need to be repaired?
no, well, replaced, not repaired. Though they're replaced or new ones installed.
Oh, look who's in the house! It's full blown country.
Full blown country. Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in almost all of mine, and so is a lot of these people.
yeah, yeah. Awesome.
We're at 20 in the house. That's pretty good.
Put rhubarb.
Oh, I love rhubarb. Have you ever had
Kevin,
strawberry rhubarb pie?
I have not. His mom makes rhubarb crisp.
She went out on me again. Always running off. Just I hope that that loose faucet doesn't show up. There she is. I'm afraid one of these times I click on that and loose faucet's going to be there.
I know, right? His mom makes
No,
rhubarb.
that would be a pretty good trick.
Rhubarb. And so I've been warned to never grow rhubarb. So I'm never going to grow rhubarb. But on the way to school, we had an alleyway and it grew wild. And I would eat that rhubarb on the way to school. I loved it. I love rhubarb. Hey, full blown. How you doing, Mike? Cindy Brown, Pigley's.
I will eat rhubarb raw.
Yes, I love it raw.
Love rhubarb. We used to have a patch of it out here, but it just I think we got sick of the way it looked in the yard, so we got rid of it.
Yeah. Oh, I
love drab looking sometimes.
Yeah, true. I thought it was celery when I first ate it, so imagine my surprise when I bit into it.
Yeah.
I was
know. Did you have any idea what it was?
No. And then I was like, I thought I was gonna die. I didn't know. And then my mom was telling me, "Oh, that's rhubarb." But I heard the strawberry rhubarb pie is good, really good.
That is my favorite.
Kevin likes the pie. Okay, yeah, I'll have to get some. Definitely. I think it's awesome. You add a little sugar to anything, and it'll be great.
It's got a tart taste like nothing else does.
Yeah. It sort of reminds me of like key lime pie in a way. Key lime has a little tartness to it.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe on the same level, but aside from each other, I guess. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I love key lime.
I'll eat that.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, there's not a whole lot I don't eat.
Me neither. I will try most anything at least once. Wine would be so good. Who did I just see make I think it was rhubarb wine. Cow Emporium. I think they did rhubarb wine.
I was watching somebody who was doing wine earlier. Tillman Farm.
Tillman. Oh man, I'll tell you what. I have some grapes I put in a jar, and I'm pretty sure they're fermented by now. It's been over a year, but I still have the grapes in there because I want to make grape juice, and I never took the grapes out.
My dad and I were talking about processing and seeing if we can get some wine out of our grapes this year. My parents did it a long time ago. don't remember or recall anything about how they did it. I was probably about 10 at the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sugar, Paul. Rhubarb and sugar. You betcha.
Robertson's Belly Acres is in the house.
Well,
Who's
hello
in
to you,
Father?
Rusty and Rachel.
That's
They're
my
gonna
hoot
be
and holler.
partying this weekend. And I won't be there to put Rusty to work. He always says I put him to work.
I don't know. She went out on me again. She's always running out on me. Let's see. There she is. Again. Well, at least you keep coming back.
Third time's a charm. We'll see out of all the guests you ever have who gets knocked off the most. I bet I win.
Um,
Well, if I come
so
on
far,
when I have internet, I'll be fine. I won't ever get knocked off.
so far, nobody's been knocked off yet. You haven't technically been knocked off. You only went for a
Well,
couple seconds there.
I'm special that way.
I was watching some of your older videos, and you've got some cool stories. I really do like. I liked watching your videos about your move to Springville. Is it Springville?
We moved to Springfield for 6 months. Yeah, we rented a duplex.
And then what city did you end up in?
City that we live in.
Oh, okay. I
We're
guess
by Lake Stockton. I'll
I
tell you
should
that.
have not asked that question.
Yeah, we're by Lake
I
Stockton.
wouldn't want somebody to ask me that question either.
Yeah, we're surrounded by lakes. We live in the country. Yeah. So we moved from a half acre to the 16 3/4 acres,
Yeah.
and yeah, we just quit our jobs and sold pretty much everything except a truckload and a little Ranger truckload of stuff, and we brought the truck to Missouri to our friends, unloaded it, left the truck here, drove back to Texas, and a couple weeks later we packed up the U-Haul and we moved here. Hey, MT.
Hello,
And
MT.
then
Terry.
the other thing is on the way to Missouri that, well, even before we left Texas, it kept losing fluid. I can't remember if it was transmission or the radiator fluid or something. So we had to, like, it would overheat. We'd have to stop, like, maybe every um, hour or two. So our 10-hour trip took us about 18, 19 hours to get here.
Wow.
It was insane. It took so long. And we finally, I told you this earlier, we finally just crashed at a McDonald's and fell asleep. Because I was following Kevin and he had the U-Haul and I was following in the car with one of the dogs, and we had a service guy. We broke down in Oklahoma finally, and a service guy from U-Haul came out, removed a part, and everything worked fine. So, hey, Neil, treasure hunter.
Well, I tell you,
Yeah.
that barn was worth it all. I would die for a barn like that was just for my shop.
It's beautiful. It used to be an old barn, and a tornado came through our town and took it out, from what I hear.
Yeah.
And they built that shop, and that's Kevin's man cave. I mean, it's right now, it's our throw everything in it, and we have to go to the dump. We were talking about that the other night. We got to just load all the junk up that we just keep throwing in there, which we've already made one trip to the dump, but we got another trip to the dump, and then we're going to build a rack for all the scrap wood, and we're just gonna clean that place up. But that's really where Kevin has all his fishing, our lawnmower, our scrap tin that is good. I mean, good pieces of tin, and then some wood, and I have my what do you call that? Well, I'm going to put my new animals in if I ever get them. Every time I go to get them, something happens, and I haven't. I've been trying since January to get 3 or 4 of these, and I've yet to succeed. So I figure, in God's time, it'll happen. I'll get them when I'm supposed to. So, and I want it to be a surprise. I'm
Oh, she did it again. Hey there, MT Homestead. And I meant to say At Home with Tom and Rhonda. And there she is again.
Hey, number 4. Let's count. Hey, Tom and Rhonda.
Every time you come back, I just get so excited.
Oh, I saw you move. I just saw you move, but now you're like this. You're frozen again.
Who else? Somebody just came in. I meant to say hi to Beth Cornett.
Hello, Beth.
I put her up there, but then I got behind.
Well, you're doing good.
And then At Home with Tom and Rhonda came in here. And now we've got John Wiggs.
Did you say how to see AmericaProjects.com?
What?
See AmericaProjects.com?
I thought that was
from Nebraska.
I did put them up on the chart on the underneath. What do they call it?
Yeah, they came in. Yeah, so I have a pen. That's the word I'm looking for, that I built out of pallets for my new babies whenever I get them. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, it's all up to God. I'm just, waiting.
I watched one video that you did, and I thought you were trying to get on HGTV with your staging your home. You did a beautiful job.
I'll tell you what, selling a house, hey, John, selling a house is a pain in the butt. And, we were in rainy season, and you have 2 dogs, and we had a back porch, a cement patio, and I would have to brush it every time it rained, because as soon as the dogs came through, I had footprints all over it. And you never know, you get a 2-hour window. They call and say, hey, someone's going to come look at the house. And the dogs are in the kennel, but I had to do all the floors, and I had to take everything off the walls. I had a lady come and teach me how to stage the house and how to hang your pictures, what to have, what not to have. And I learned a lot. And actually, I decorated this house according to what she taught me. So I've become very minimalistic in decorating and things I own. Clutter to me, it drives me nuts. I don't like it. So I've sort of stayed with it.
About I don't know, it was years ago. I put all the stuff in my house in totes, like my pictures and knickknacks and all that stuff, because I was remodeling in my house. And when I got to the point where I wanted to put the shelves and everything where I wanted, I didn't want to put anything on them.
I know.
I left them in the totes. Now I should just go through them and get rid of it, because
I
haven't seen some of that stuff in 10 years.
I am magic.
Hey, Petty Jean River Homestead is in the house, and let's see who else. Did we miss anybody? Yes.
Hey, I'll be right back. I hate to do this, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Nana's Crazy Life is in the house. I remember her from Backwoods Mindset. Is there anybody else I missed? Looks like I'm all caught up. A chunking spree. Quite often. Oh, I read that. Oh, he said it wrong. Chucking is what he was saying. I go on a trucking spree quite often. Yeah, I would love to do that. I need to do that this winter when I have some time. And he loves being minimalistic. There you go. That's why we're probably friends. Full-blown country. There she is.
Papa. Yeah. So it was really nerve-wracking because I think it took us like 4 or 6 months to sell our house, and I
imagine having to live in your house and have it feel like it's not even yours to live in because you have to keep it up.
It has to be showroom.
Yep, it has to be showroom. And now she left me again. Who will torque for gas? Jan will. Well, maybe loose faucet would.
Number 5.
What's number 5?
5th time I got knocked off. Every time I get knocked off, you have to take a drink of whatever you have.
Well, it's not going to do anything. It's just water.
I know, right? And I got it. Yeah, so we were real happy. I will torque for gas, yes. But I'm not going to be able to go. I wish I could.
I don't know. Maybe loose faucet, or maybe when she's channeling loose faucet.
Well, loose faucet would just hitchhike to Mike and Terry's and sneak in their car and ride with them. Mm-hmm. That's what she'd do because she's loose. Or she'd find a ride all the way there with someone she didn't even know.
What kind of loose is that? Like in the mind, or?
No, she's crazy. She's freaking crazy. Girl, them marbles done fell out when she was born.
Is that what those were on the ground?
Yes, this is a drinking game. Yes, Bobby. Yeah, she got no marbles. She got no screws. She's got nothing up here. I mean, you saw her at Shoot Dang, right?
Yeah, and John said he would be drunk if he played that game.
Oh God, yeah, me too. Oh.
Let's see, what is 12 Stones posting here? See an American product. I have to check and see what that's all about. Do you know what that's about?
The channel I was telling you about, yeah.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that at all. I'll have to check it out after we go off. Linda Peterson laughing a lot for some reason. I don't know.
Hi, Donna. Because we're talking about drinking every time I get knocked off. I'm surprised I've been able to get back on. So woohoo!
You're a knockoff.
Yep. So we lived in Texas on a half acre. We moved there. It was a new house. It was about a year, just short of a year old when we moved in there, but no one had ever lived there. And it was just a ranch style. You saw it in the videos.
Yes.
Ranch style house. And then we put grass in that pretty much didn't never grow right. And,
So why?
We're on a limestone bed. And I don't know if you've ever tried to grow grass on limestone. It's tough. It's tough. We just threw it down there. We didn't
do so well.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money on grass. I mean, it grew, but it just wasn't gorgeous, you know.
That is home field. Okay. Okay. So why did you choose Missouri? Do you have family there?
No, but our family ranges from Michigan to Iowa. And so it's Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, and then my children live in Texas. And so my husband's dad was pretty sick, and it was a long drive from Texas if anything happened to him. And that's why we chose Missouri. And then my lifelong friends live here. I've known them 46 years now. And we just fell in love with Missouri. My brother had passed with esophagus cancer. Um, we were going back and forth to see him, and we went through Missouri, and I mean, God just tugged on my heart. I was like, I got to move there. Kevin, I said, what do you think about moving to Missouri? And he's like, no. And I go, okay.
So what did you do to convince him?
Nothing. I just told God he's my husband. He's the leader of our family. And if you want us to move to Missouri, you're going to have to put it on his heart, not mine. Because I was sick about it. I mean, I was looking at houses 2 years before we ever moved here. And I was like, I knew because I knew we were going to move to Missouri. But it wasn't my call. It was Kevin's call. And so, we both had great jobs. We loved. There's really no reason or rhyme to go, but we got sick of the rat race. I mean, truly. And one day Kevin said, we were looking at houses and taxes. Our taxes were nearly $4,000 a year in Texas, and they were $600 and $700 in Missouri. And
Hello, Mama Murphy. At least she stopped talking so I could say hello to you. She'll be back. I should have got some vodka. I could have probably been drunk by now, and then I wouldn't have known if she was leaving or not. Here she is. Six.
Okay, so follow with me. So I told Kevin, I said, oh, hey, Mama Murphy. I said, babe, taxes are $600 in Missouri. We're paying almost $4,000. And anyway, he's like, wow. So he started looking at houses, and this was now a year before we moved. And he goes, well, we have to sell the house before we ever did it, but he never committed. And then one day he just came home and he said, put the house up for sale. I go, yeah. And so we did. We found an awesome, amazing real estate agent. And that was actually on the radio. Can't think of their names now, but they were fantastic. When we told them how much we wanted to walk away with, and we walked away with another $5,000 more, and we were real happy. And we sold it to an amazing man, a single guy, and it was a great experience. It was a pain to keep it clean, but I wrote him a letter and told him about all the neighbors, who they were, and that this was a dream that we had and we started, and we hope he had the same dreams and more than what we were able to accomplish. And he wrote the sweetest letter. I cried my eyes out. He wrote the sweetest letter back and thanked us for taking such good care of the house and making it so beautiful for him to move into. And so it was a great thing. It
was a nice house. I was like, I was surprised. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised, but I was still surprised.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous little house. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Hey, gather together. Hello. Um, it had a neat yard. We had a gazebo we put up in the back, and my garden, my compost, but it was just we wanted more. There was, Kevin always wanted a place with a pond and a big shop, and then we found this place and it had the pond, the big shop, the acreage, possibilities for a future.
Seven. When she gets back, I'll ask her about the different properties that she checked out. Because I watched the videos where she was saying, which one did we pick? And then she gave us like, I don't know, 4 or 5 options of choice. So when are you going on live, Tom and Rhonda? Tonight, or is this something else that I missed the first message from? First comment of 7's a lucky number. Yeah, well, she hasn't come back yet. We're all drunk now. I missed out, I guess. There she comes. 7.
So yeah, it had so many possibilities, and 3 different pastures, and yeah, we're all drunk now. You're right.
12 Stones. Jan lives in Missouri.
Missouri, yeah, near Stockton, Missouri. Not far from there. We're between that and another town.
Papa and I stopped at the St. Louis Arch when we came through to go to Shoot Dang, and I don't know if I told you this story. I told a lot of people the same story, so I hope you forgive me for repeating it. But
I didn't hear it. Go ahead and tell me.
Kind of fun. We got there and we didn't put it into the GPS because we could see it. So we thought, well, we'll just follow the roads until we get to it. And it just, every time we turned, it was on either this side or this side. And
it doesn't work that way, I know.
Because it was so wavy. I was figuring the roads would be more like a grid, but they weren't real. They aren't really, are they? Or was that just being wonky? We get there, and both of us have to go to the bathroom so bad. But we wanted to get pictures by the arch.
Yeah.
So I put the camera down on the pavement and pointed it towards us so that the arch would be behind us. And every time I focused the camera, the arch would disappear because of the way the lighting was and everything. So if you watch that video of us traveling to Shoot Dang, it was actually, I got like maybe 5 seconds of a clip, maybe 10 seconds of a clip. And it was so worth it because it was just a funny little ending to the video.
Yeah.
But it was a miserable experience.
I know. My sister used to live like 5 blocks away from there. And it was one day we were all going to go. I think I was 10 or 13 or something. No, I was 10. And we're going to go to the arch. It was so exciting. And we got up there and it was too windy. They closed it down. We had to wait and wait and wait. 12 Stones, yes, we have about a 3/4 acre pond. Could be a little bigger. We're not sure. And yes, I am in Missouri.
Well, we did go when I think I was 14 or whatever 8th grade is. I think that's 14. Yeah, it's 14. And we went up in that thing. And I don't think I ever need to go in that thing again.
I saw some friends go up. They did a video on it. And the way they lock you in that elevator, I don't know. It's sort of claustrophobic-ish.
It's like a round, it seems like it was a round pod or something like that. Much like, it reminded me of that pod in Star Wars when C-3PO and R2-D2 got in it and they shot it out of the plane and it went into the desert.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it felt like. And it goes up, and as it gets so far, because it's going on a curve, it goes kink, kink, kink. And then you go, it was a little unnerving. And it's
A
funny
roller
because
coaster, a wooden roller coaster. Yeah.
And then when you get up,
I'm sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead. When you get up.
Then when you get up there, it's shaped like the profile is a V. So you have to lean forward to look out these little skinny windows. And the aisle that you're walking on is only about 3 feet wide.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
At least that's what I remember. It could have been bigger.
It didn't look very wide on your video.
I could not wait to get down because it's on a pulley system. You got people going up and then the other side going down, and then it goes back and forward.
Yeah, and they call you by numbers now. I don't know if they did when you went there, but they give you numbers.
I don't remember.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
14 years old.
Linda has a question for you, Brian.
Linda?
Did you find that couple that you asked me to look for on Facebook?
No, and I can't believe that nobody came up with a name on that. I thought I'd put it up there and people would go, "Oh, that's them," and nobody has come up with an answer yet.
What?
Just a second. I'm going to see if I can bring it up real quick. Does anybody know who these people are? They were at Shoot Dang. I talked to them for quite a while, and they were just an awesome couple.
I'll have to watch the replay. I see nothing. I mean, you're frozen, and I can't see.
Maybe other people saw them. It was a couple at Shoot Dang.
It was a couple at Shoot Dang.
Thank you.
I'll watch the replay and I'll let you know.
I put it on the Crocker family thing, and I thought,
text me a picture.
I will.
Yeah. There you go. Just in case it doesn't show up on the replay for
part of the video.
Later
part of the video. I don't know what that's in reference to. You did, because I saw a video of you talking to them 12 Stones, and I said, you probably know who they are. They did not have a YouTube channel. They were just subscribers or family members to us. And I'm sure they talked to a lot of people.
Ooh.
I didn't get their name.
Was that Linda?
What?
Linda, what's
Peterson?
her name? Yeah, Peterson. And
no, that wasn't them.
There's another who gave me the bow. Well, not me, my sister, the bow for her hat.
No. That was.
Wasn't it Linda? Was it JB Conway and Sam?
I don't know.
Was she in a chair? Like a wheelchair?
No. That was
okay. It wasn't JB. Okay.
No, you're
okay. You just send me a picture. I could guess all day.
No, it was. I don't know.
Rex.
Live with Belinda and Chuck are in here.
Hey, Belinda and Chuck, what's up? Was it her husband Rex, and she had a twin sister that doesn't look like her?
No.
Okay.
I don't know, because unless somebody can say, I know who they are, that's so and so and so and so, I wouldn't know, because I don't know their name. All I know is what they look like and how it was to talk to them.
Okay, send me a picture. I'll look.
I'm sure everybody at Shoot Dang talked to him at some point.
Yeah. Were they under the pavilion?
Yeah, under the pavilion and in the conference room, and
Okay.
they were there late into the night because that's when I talked to them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm sure somebody will come up with an answer.
Well, remember when we were sitting around the fire ring with Jason and Danielle and all the channels? Remember that?
Was that the end of the last night?
Uh-huh. And
Yes.
that one lady went up to Jason and Danielle and was cheering them on, and
It wasn't them.
it wasn't her.
No.
Irene. That's what I'm thinking. Irene.
Yeah, that's okay. There's Irene. Did she have like really nice looking long gray hair, Irene?
No, no. She always goes, "Shoot dang." She's a
No. There was two Irenes. I know the Irene you're talking about.
okay.
She everybody knew who that was, and
everyone loves Irene.
She is employee of the month.
Yeah.
And she lives not too far from me, actually. And when we were going home from Shoot Dang, I don't know, we were probably a good 6 or 7 hours into the drive home, and we ran into her at a rest stop.
Oh, cool.
And she walks up to me, and I'm like, really? I mean, really? What are the chances of running into somebody? I mean, even if you were going in the same direction, that's not too much of a coincidence. But to show up at the same time at the same stop.
Yeah. Well, I just met my friend Brian Los and his wife Heidi the day before. Well, Sunday, they came here, and they're from Iowa, and they delivered pigs to our friends Katie and Denny at Lee's Arkansas bound homestead in Arkansas. Well, they're at a gas station.
8 times. Well, at least she made it to the 50. If she cuts out completely, she made it to 50 minutes. That's pretty good, but she'll be back. I know she will be. Yes, I know who the other Irene was. Isn't she? I don't remember her last name. But yes, I sat and talked with her for at least a good half hour under the gazebo. Here she comes, and she's going to have her fingers up saying 8. Hey, if you were to cut out on me right now, you made it to 50 minutes. That's pretty good.
I'm feeling confident here, powerful, strong. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to finish this story because it's really cool. They pull up the gas station, get gas. The lady walks up to the car, and she says, "Hey, I see you're from such and such county." He goes, "Yeah, did you go to school? Blah, 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 blah." And she goes, "Hey, did you deliver pigs to Denny and Katie?" And he goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh my God, they're our friends. We saw you. I saw you on YouTube. My husband was watching you on YouTube." I mean, what are the chances? You're getting gas like hours away from where you went, and this couple walks up to you. I mean, he did a video. It's a small world. Hey, Tamara. Yeah, it's so weird.
John Wiggs is just about under the table now.
Irene is married. She's married to Rex. If you're talking about the Irene and her daughter, her sister Dawn, she's married to Rex.
I might have the name wrong, but I did see her with you. She had something to do with the bows on the back of your head. She was sitting next to me talking to me, and her name was Irene also, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she's an Irene too. Yeah. Either Linda or Irene.
I think it is Irene because I believe she's on my Facebook and in the Vineyard Farmhouse. And speaking of the Vineyard Farmhouse group, anybody who joins the Vineyard Farmhouse group and you have a YouTube channel, you could be putting in those videos and get yourself promoted there a little bit. It does help. There are other people that see that, and
awesome.
The channel's growing, or the group is growing. I've got 360 or 70. I can't remember.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Well, that's not a lot.
Well, how long have you been on there?
I'm going to hit 600 probably tonight or tomorrow, because I only needed like 4 or 5 subscribers for YouTube.
Yeah.
Before Jan cuts out and leaves me again, let's talk about the fact that Bar Run Forge has a live tomorrow starting at 6:30 Eastern time, and Full Blown Country is on at 7, and he's been doing really good. I'm really enjoying his lives, especially when he has his pretty on.
Yeah.
Take some time to go and check out my channel and Jan's channel.
Yeah.
And watch some of those older key videos that she's got about moving and her
Please
having her teeth. Don't want to say it?
No, don't. They're so bad. Well, it's not the video is bad. It's my teeth were so bad. Now I'm very open about my dentures. I have denture implants, and I'm real open about those.
That doesn't show up very much. And who cares? We're all people, and who's to judge?
Oh, my teeth, they're falling apart. It was so embarrassing. But hey, it's part of life, and I was blessed beyond measure to be able to get these.
I actually watched them straight through. I enjoyed them so much.
I told Kevin you were
in her, and she was probably, why is he commenting on all my videos?
No, I was loving it. I went back and watched them because I was like, oh, the first house we looked at. Oh, the staging the house, and I don't know, there are several others. I was like, Brian's power watching my channel.
Well, I don't like to do an interview because I'm not a questiony kind of person, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just too lazy to do the research. But
well, you were.
I was watching you from just before Shoot Dang and up to the present, but I didn't know a whole lot about your backstory. So I did want to go back and look at that stuff. And that's the case with a lot of these channels. You can't watch every single one. But if you do plan on having a talk with them, you want to know something.
I do the same thing. You'll see when, like, I'm trying to play catch up. I'll watch at least the last 4 newest videos, and I'll comment on all of them. And and they're like, "Oh, Jan must be catching up." But yeah,
well, I like to go back and look at people's first videos.
I've done that too. It's interesting because you don't realize how far you've come.
Yeah, I know my videos are just. My first one is not so great, but my second one and third one they were okay enough to where I don't cringe when I watch them. But there's definitely an improvement, my own personal improvement.
I never knew how to hold the phone. I did the hold it this way. I didn't know you had to hold it this way, and I was all over the place, and I started watching other videos and learning, you need to not be all over. And then I got a camera, an Osmo action camera. So that stopped all this. But then, it's a learning process. And I didn't start it to be a production company. So I think in hindsight, I've come a long way. Always room for improvement. And I think we're our biggest critics anyway. But I so enjoy what I do. And I honestly, y'all, if you've watched my videos, you know I do next to little editing. I do some editing, next to little, next to none, I should say. Um, but I do that because that's me, and that's what I'm about. I'm very organic and I'm very real, and what you see is what you get, kind of thing. So, um, I just like to have fun and show you what I'm doing. And, if there's something really, really, really important, then I'm very OCD about how I'm videoing it. I'll take that extra step. So, yeah.
I could lighten up a little bit. I fall in love with my videos too much and think that every single second has to be just so or whatever. And I need to just take the camera and do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you stage it all the time, people know it's not real. It's staged.
Well, I just am just taking more of an artistic approach to something that is, I don't know. I'll evolve. I'll figure it out.
I tried that one time. It was a disaster.
Well, I don't mind doing that because I do like the effects, but I would also like to get myself to just do some relaxed videos of me telling a story or doing a project while I'm talking or whatever. And I'm sure I'll get there. In fact, this next video I'm working on is going to have to be somewhat like that.
Well, I used to do a come chat with me. And then I did a lot like, just like, how do you define yourself? I did video when everyone supposedly started getting sick and dying. And, it was basically about the fear that was going on. And how do you define yourself? And what do you see in yourself? And I did a lot of those things. I haven't done those in a while. And actually, I've been thinking about doing those myself, just sitting down and chatting. I've had something really heavy on my heart that I wanted to talk to everyone about, but when it's time to do it and when it's not. It's just not time. But I'd like to have a lot of variety on my channel because I really, we have a small farm, but right now, I mean, we just processed our meat birds, so all we have are our chickens and ducks and our dogs. So while we're in transition, waiting for our other animals, and it's sort of boring, So, yeah, I may do a couple of those videos myself because it gives a different perspective on who I am.
Linda Peterson, I haven't made wine yet, so I couldn't tell somebody how to do it if I don't know how to do it myself yet. But Papa and I are probably going to start thinking about that this fall while you guys are all having fun at Pinecone.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Country. Subscribe back to country.
Well, we've made it to almost an hour. I've got one more minute, Brian. I'm not going to get to number 9 or 10.
When I did the 30-second interview, you go, is my 30 seconds up yet? That was fun.
I remember when I first did my first live, I think I had like 7 people on. And I was so excited. I was like, oh, I had 7 people on my live. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. We had the best conversation, all 7 of us. I mean, we just were chatty Cathy's. And there's a couple guys on there too. But I mean, it was the best thing in the world because we actually were having a full-blown conversation between all of us, And it was easier.
I will do that eventually. I want to catch up with a lot of these people that I've met at Shoot Dang. It's going to take me a year to get through the people that I want to do.
Oh yeah.
Easily. I mean, that's just the list of people I want to do, not the fact that there are going to be people that pop up here and there that I haven't met yet.
Yep. Yep. Well, we
So
sure met some wonderful people at Shoot Dang. Many I've already met, but I was so happy to meet you and your dad.
we had a great time. It was fun meeting everybody.
Yeah.
Before I forget, and I almost did, I forgot. Oh, well, I'll tell you people anyway while she's figuring out what number 9's going to do. Altruistic Farmstead is next week. Next week, right after MT Homestead. And then after that, we've got Narrowway Farm, and that's the following week. And you better get your butt in here, Jan, because I got to at least be able to say goodbye to you for the night. Here's the Pinecone Fest event, the link to it. Check it out, people. And up in East Texas. Oh, okay, it's the same one. Thank you to all my moderators. You're doing such a great job, and I appreciate it very much. I hope she comes back in so I could say goodbye to her, because we will close it out. There she is.
What you doing? She had to go potty, so I locked her bathroom door and I put a chair up under that there handle so she can't get out, because I wanted to say hi, Brad. I love you. I love you.
Tell me when she's gone. Tell me when she's gone.
Oh, which one? Jan?
You freak me out.
I love you. You're so fun. I had so much fun with you. And when you told Jan she only had 30 seconds to do an interview with it, I was like, there ain't no way she could ever be able to do that. Yeah, sure enough. Hey, Donna, girl, how are you?
I saw you change character right in the elevator. You just like, boom, and she was gone and you were there.
I know. Well, she is my twin sister, and you know how you have that their bond. And
I thought that was one of those trap doors in the elevator scared me.
Oh, well, thank you, Linda. It's like, oh, I show you the bow I got. See that there bow? Isn't that beautiful? I got that at the Shoot Dang. Yeah, I did. Anyway, I locked Jan in the bathroom, so I'm unlimited time because she's going to lock me back up in my bunker. Well, in my bedroom. In the summer, I get to stay in my bedroom now because the bunker can, well, it is a bunker. So, anyway, I love you. Thank you. I'm gonna make designer hats like this and sell them for $2,500.
I think we can speak for everybody that that we all love you.
You love it?
Even though you freak me out a little bit.
I know, sure do. I know. Well, I did drive the trunk all the way to Oklahoma in Simply Jan's car, and then Mike at MT, he let me out. He let me out of the trunk.
What's the dog's name? You know what? Show me the dog. Show the dog.
That's my Brutus. He's licking my arm because he needs to clean me. That's my dog Brutus right there. He's my blue heeler.
That's because Jan won't let you use her shower.
That's right. You got to get a bath somehow, and I ain't picky. I go in the creek. It's a creek. I go in the river. I go in the lake. I don't care. Sure enough, I sometimes I have to take a bath in the hose, and sometimes then I got to steal the soap so I can take clean bath. because water ain't always good enough. Gotta have soap. My neighbors don't like it real good when I'm standing there out in the backyard naked though with the hose. They go a little upset, but they're 10 acres away, so I don't even know how they seeing me unless, well, they have binoculars. And that'd be a scary sight. It's a piece of cake to do this, isn't it, Jan? Shoot, dang, that is a bang, bang, bow. Thank you, Linda. I sure do love you. I love you. Uh-oh. I hear Jan beating the door down, so I'm going to go, and I see y'all in a little bit. Love you. I love you. I love you, Brad. I love your Papa, though, more. You my man.
Papa's married. Papa's married. You better stay away from him.
Oh, I don't care. It's okay.
The mom will get you. She'll come right through that YouTube screen and get you.
Well, I was asking all the burn men there, like their wives were saying, sure, go ahead. I said, okay. And then Jared Crocker, well, he called me cougar. So I said I'd be his cougar. So Jared's cougar. But he lived too far from me. I can't get a ride there. That's a long way. Right? I could ride a bike.
That's at least 7 hours, isn't it?
Well, some of the Amish around here, maybe they let me lose one of them horses they have. And I could ride on ponyback. Yeah? You think so?
This is fun. No, can't.
Jared. Yeah, I love him. He's my man. Okay, y'all. I love y'all. I'll go let Jan
go get your sister so we can say goodbye to her, okay?
And God, I will. I'm sorry. It's so bad, but I love y'all. Bye-bye.
There you see it. You got to see the loose faucet in action. More than that. Okay. Jared. I think they're fighting as to who gets to come back on screen. Bet that Jan's telling loose faucet off.
Sorry, Brian. I'm sorry. She locked me in the bathroom.
Did you give her the what for?
Yeah. She put a chair up under the door so I couldn't get out of the bathroom. Crazy woman.
Sneaky woman.
Anyway.
Oh, wow, Jan. This was great. I'm so glad that you were able to keep your internet going well enough to add it. It actually added to the event. It was fun. I had a lot of fun talking to you. We talked to each other for an hour and 40 minutes the other day. It was interesting because we said
we did have quite the interesting.
We can't say. We can't say it on a live.
Oh.
But thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to getting to know you more.
Yes, you too. Thank you all for coming and joining our craziness.
You have a great week, and Altruistic Farmstead is next week, and you got to watch it.
Yeah, love Ken and Wiley. They're awesome people.
Yeah, I didn't get to see them very often, or very much, because they came in it was like 10 o'clock when they even showed up. And I grabbed them instantly for the 30-second interview. And
well, I met them over at Mama B's at Possum Run Homestead for her birthday party. We did a cleanup, and I'm okay, Linda. I'm good. We did a birthday cleanup for her and cleared land and all sorts of stuff. So we had a great
12
time.
Stones. Or he's saying good night to everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Thanks for having me. I so appreciate it. It was fun. I can't believe I actually got on and off 9 times.
I think it added to the event. I had a great time. I've been having a great time with all these lives. Any of you that have been in here, and go. I made a what do they call that list? what do they call the list on your YouTube channel?
Playlist.
Playlist. I made a playlist of all the guests that I've had. There's 7 of them.
Oh,
Or are you 8?
cool.
I think you're number 8. Go check them out. What a great time
I've watched them all. So
Oh, you did?
yeah,
Hey, you were in them. You were in the chats.
yeah.
Well, thank you for participating in all our
And
chats.
then last one or one before last, you made me a moderator. So now I'm forced to be there.
You've been my moderator for at least 3 or 4 weeks.
No, it's only been a couple.
Well, you got a
And
long
maybe
way.
it was. Maybe
You got
it's-
a long ways to go.
Oh,
There was at least 40 channels at Shoot Dang, and plus other ones that couldn't show up.
Oh,
We had
yeah.
kinfolk at that one point, and that was great.
Oh, I love Shane. Just love
Yeah.
him.
He is a great guy. He was a lot of fun. I've talked to him several times.
Yeah. He's a talker. He's a talker. Okay. Love
All
y'all.
right.
Be
You have-
blessed. Love
You have a
well.
great night. Bye now.
Bye now.
Wow. That was fun. Another fun one. And oh, is this you weren't in here? Our Okie Homestead. You just showed up, right? Thanks for showing up. Well, I'm going to thank you all for showing up in this live. It was interesting and fun, and what a great time. And I look forward to seeing you next week again with Altruistic Farmstead. Everybody have a good night.